everyone. I am in Hawaii right now, staying with some friends, and as you can tell, it's a bit rainy today. So I figured I would make a video. Oh, here comes the swell. Yeah, we're gonna make a video about how I'm making coffee right now. We make coffee inside. So I'm staying with some friends here in Hawaii, and this is the coffee maker that they have, which is fine for making a big pot of coffee for all of us in the morning. But I recently got some really delicious, tasty beans. Let me show you. I recently picked these up here in Hilo, Hawaii. This one is Kona Pink Honey. And it is really, really tasty. I tried it in their shop here. It was really delicious, so I bought a bag. And I don't want to put this in here because I don't trust this thing. So I'm gonna have to make myself a cup. But I also didn't bring any of my own coffee brewing equipment. So I'm kind of at the mercy of what my friends have here, and what they have is a French press, which I am not very familiar with, to be honest. I've actually only brewed on a French press, I think, once before. So we're gonna give it a try. I was a little bit nervous because this coffee is so bright and delicious. I didn't want to like wash it out. I know French presses are kind of notorious for kind of getting like the gritty, grimy dirt. But luckily, our buddy James Hoffmann has a video about how to use the French press, and we're gonna try his technique because he knows what he's doing, and his V60 technique was really helpful for me. So we're gonna try James Hoffmann's French press recipe with this tasty, delicious coffee from Kona. So luckily, my friends also do have an electric kettle, so that's great. And they even have a scale. Wow, we've got everything we need. The only problem is this is the grinder that we have to use. It's a blade grinder, which I know is not ideal, but you gotta use what you've got. We're gonna go for it. In James Hoffmann's video, he did 30 grams of coffee with 500 grams of water. That's what we're gonna do. Let's get the scale ready. And James says to grind it not too coarse. We're gonna try to get it to be like a medium grind. Again, blade grinder, not the best, but it's what we've got. I think that looks fine. Don't have too many big pieces. There's some things in there. I think that's gonna be as good as it gets. We're just gonna go with that. Water. And now we wait for the water to heat up. With James's technique, we're gonna go 500 grams, and then you wait for 4 minutes, and then stir to get the floaties on top out, and then you don't put the plunger top back on. Leave it for another, I think he says, like at least 5 minutes. So this is it's a lengthy process. This is not an instant cup. But it's a rainy day. I can wait for a good cup of coffee. It's gonna be worth it for this. 94 points too. It's expensive stuff. Being here in Hawaii is really interesting because coffee farming is very different here than anywhere else that I've been. Hawaiian coffee is very expensive because it's very expensive to produce. It's too much to get into right now, but it's very interesting. Anyway, it's more expensive here. Very much more expensive. All right, and let's go for it. And then we let it sit for 4 minutes. So start the timer. To be honest, my scale turned off the moment I started pouring water, which is kind of frustrating. I had to guesstimate 500 grams. So we'll see. Okay, after 4 minutes, you stir so that everything floating on the top will settle down. See this stuff settling a bit. And you wait another 5+ minutes. It's been 5 more minutes, so we're going to get the coffee now. The way James Hoffmann does it, he doesn't use the plunger to like push the coffee down. It's more of a filter to stop any of the floaty bits from getting into your cup. Put it in here. Basically, you don't want to agitate the stuff sitting at the bottom, the sediment, because that's what makes it like grimy and gritty. So I didn't press it down all the way. I just got it to like sitting in there. So it'll filter the coffee. Now let's try it. That's very good. It doesn't taste gritty or grimy or dirty at all. It's actually very clean. It does have a bit more full body than using a paper filter. That is a good cup of coffee. Yum. Great. James Hoffmann's French press technique. I think it's great. Good job, James. Love it. Oh, have you tried James Hoffmann's French press technique, or do you have a French press recipe, brew method, whatever, that you like better? If you do, how do you brew it? How long do you let it sit in there? Do you plunge all the way? What is your brew recipe? Or do you not use a French press? Like I hadn't until like right now. And then if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned, we've got more things coming up. Thanks so much.